Have you ever noticed how life seems to pull the rug out from under your feet just when you thought things were finally going your way? Maybe you've ticked a big goal off your list, started feeling that everything's lining up, and then, suddenly, a setback knocks the wind from your sails. It happens to all of us, and it leaves us wondering, why do good times seem so short-lived, and why does hardship feel like it's always lurking around the corner? Today, we're unveiling a Buddhist antidote to defeat, a powerful perspective that can transform how you handle the ups and downs of life. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and hit that bell so you never miss a breakthrough idea that might just change your world. Let's get started. Life as we know it is unpredictable and often feels unfair. We craft these elaborate, perfect images of how things should be, but reality rarely follows the script. There's always something missing, some obstacle to overcome, some problem that refuses to go away no matter how hard we try. This persistent cycle of hope and disappointment can gradually wear us down. We start to feel unlucky, as if misfortune is somehow aimed directly at us. The question, "Why me?" echoes in our minds, sometimes so loudly it drowns out everything else. But what if I told you that there's a Buddhist antidote, a mindset secret that transforms your relationship with defeat? Instead of fighting against the currents of fate, Buddhism offers a radically different approach, teaching us how to be truly resilient. At the heart of this Buddhist antidote lies the concept of the 8 worldly winds. The Buddha described these as pairs: gain and loss, fame and disgrace, praise and blame, pleasure and pain. Imagine these winds as invisible forces swirling around us, pushing us this way and that, sometimes lifting us high and other times hurling us down. The Buddha made it clear: these winds are impermanent, always shifting, impossible to grasp or control. And yet, we spend our whole lives trying to chase after the good winds and run from the bad. Take gain and loss, for example. Society trains us from birth to pursue gain: good grades, promotions, relationships, success stories that fill the highlight reels of our lives. The pursuit of gain feels natural, even virtuous. But what happens when you finally get what you want? A new job, a dream home, the perfect partner, only to have it slip away. Loss strikes not just as an external event, but as a profound blow to our identity. The truth is hard. Every gain contains within it the seed of future loss. Nothing lasts forever, and every trophy is destined to gather dust. Then there's fame and disgrace, a pair of winds that blow especially fierce in today's social media era, where attention is currency and reputation can change overnight. The world encourages us to build a name for ourselves, to strive for recognition, to keep up with the ever-fleeting trends. But the flip side, disgrace, irrelevance, being forgotten, can hit at any time, regardless of your efforts. The crowd's applause is sweet but incredibly fickle. Praise and blame make another powerful set. Praise feels wonderful: validation, appreciation, applause. But blame stings, often unjustly delivered, and can stick with us even longer than praise. I've had personal experience with this. When you're riding high on success, receiving a flood of encouraging feedback, it's easy to believe the good times will last. But as soon as momentum shifts, so does the world's opinion of you. The silence after applause can be deafening, and the sting of criticism sharp. Pleasure and pain, perhaps the most primal of these winds. We structure our whole lives around the relentless pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain, medicating every ache, distracting ourselves from discomfort, and chasing experiences that feel good. And yet, neither pleasure nor pain can be sustained indefinitely. Life delivers both, just as it delivers winter and summer. At this point, if this is resonating with you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment below about a time when you felt defeated and how you dealt with it. Your story might just help someone else feel less alone. Let's dig even deeper into the Buddhist antidote. The key insight here is not that these winds can ever be conquered or predicted. They can't. The antidote is to change your relationship with them. Most of us become entangled with the 8 worldly winds, clinging desperately to what feels good and doing everything in our power to avoid what hurts. This clinging and aversion are where our suffering traps us. Buddhist teachings, and surprisingly ancient Stoic philosophy as well, agree on a crucial point. So much of our distress comes not from external events, but from our reactions. The winds of gain and loss, fame and disgrace, praise and blame, pleasure and pain, simply blow where they will. We suffer because we expect them to be permanent, because we believe happiness is our birthright, and that pain is a punishment. But reality tells a different story. Life always changes, sometimes in beautiful ways, sometimes in ways that break our hearts. A classic Buddhist teaching that illustrates this, and functions as a core to the Buddhist antidote, is the parable of the 2 arrows. Imagine the first arrow as the inevitable discomfort, setbacks, and pain that life dishes out, to everyone, without exception. The second arrow is our reaction to that pain. We might get angry, spiral into self-pity, wonder why we're being singled out, or insist that this shouldn't be happening to me. That second arrow is often far more damaging than the first. Here's the turning point. While we can't always stop that first arrow, life's misfortunes, we do have some power when it comes to the second. The Buddhist antidote is the practice of mindfulness and non-attachment. It's about meeting the winds with awareness, even a gentle curiosity, instead of resistance or panic. If you're feeling defeated, try this the next time adversity strikes. Recognize the wind for what it is: temporary, unpredictable, outside your control. Notice your impulse to cling to praise, pleasure, and gain, or your urge to run from pain, blame, and loss. Just observe. Don't rush to conclusions about what it means about you, about your worth, about your future. At the 6-minute mark here, I want to remind you to hit that like button if you haven't already, subscribe for more growth mindset tools, and leave a comment, sharing which worldly wind has been the hardest for you to face. I read every one. Let's keep going. The Buddhist antidote is not about suppressing emotion or pretending the winds don't matter. It's about seeing their true nature: impermanent, fleeting, beyond our grasp. Buddhists remind us with stories, like the legendary Persian king who wore a ring engraved with the words, "This too shall pass." When times were good, those words grounded him in humility. When times were rough, they offered comfort. Everything moves, nothing endures forever. Can you apply this? When you hit a career high, hold it lightly. Don't build your core identity on it. If a relationship brings comfort, cherish it, but stay mindful of its fragility. When success turns to struggle or pleasure to pain, remember, these are just winds passing through your life. They don't define you. Minor irritations, traffic jams, long lines, sudden letdowns are also opportunities to practice this Buddhist antidote. Instead of stoking frustration, use them to remind yourself, this is just another wind. It will pass. Over time, your resilience deepens. Your happiness grows less dependent on external conditions. You develop true strength, not the strength to control the winds, but the strength to stay grounded no matter how they blow. Thank you for joining me for this exploration into how a Buddhist antidote can reshape your response to defeat. If you're looking for more mindset tools and insights, watch the next video on our channel. And don't forget, hit that bell so you're the first to know when we upload. See you next time.